Oh, Mike's already here and hungry. Hello, everybody. Just going live now. Mike's here. Who else is here? Someone say hi. Besides Mike. All right, where are you going? I'm going to make the chat a little bit bigger today, so I don't have to squint. I need new glasses. Nadia's here. Make the chat bigger. There we go. That's better. Okay, so we'll get started because I'm hungry too, Mike. Actually, I had lunch. I had the leftover stuff from last night for lunch, so it wasn't very much, but that's what I had. Paradise Weddings, hello. Nadia, hello. Tonight is another easy dinner to prepare. One pot. Well, it's one pot but used twice. So this is like my super stir fry in the instant pot. Okay, I can call you Liz. Thanks. I know everybody's name, most people's names, but unless they have different usernames on YouTube. So we're going to use the instant pot today for doing the stir fry. We're going to do it with rice, and we're going to do it vegetarian today. So spicy, kind of a spicy vegetarian stir fry. We'll cook the rice first, and then we'll empty the rice out, clean the pot really quick, and then we'll do the sautéed vegetables in there after, and then it's kind of done. So there's like super easy to. I'm all about not doing a lot of dishes after dinner because we just want to we've been home all day, places are clean, right, already, don't want to get it all dirty, and the least amount of pots as possible. I'll show you this pot. This is if you don't have an instant pot yet, you should get one. My friend Stephanie got us into this. You can cook anything, so we'll do tons of stuff on here because it's easy and you can't really go wrong. What I learned though with this is I didn't realize this till like about a week ago, but it's actually got like a built-in. There's tabs on the side, and it's built in for the lid because when you take it off, it gets all steamy and drippy. And if you do it you put it in the little slot, it holds it. And I didn't know that, so I learned that. So what we're going to cook today, let me get the rice started, and then we'll do the vegetables, and we'll cut all that stuff up, and we'll go through it as we wait for the rice, because the rice takes about 8 minutes. So what I'm going to do is Basmati rice today. I still got a bit left. And if you're cooking for 2 people, one of these little, I think it's just over a cup, I don't even know. These little jars, like these canning jars, a perfect amount of rice. So I usually do like one of these, and then just a little bit. You raise that up a little bit. You're gonna watch me do it here. So one and a little bit. What I find with rice is I always cook too much, so I'm trying to cut back. But if you do too little in the instant pot, it doesn't cook properly. So you're kind of because rice is never good when you reheat it. So I'm gonna wash that off. You want to wash the rice nice and get all the dust off it. So give the rice a good rinse, and then just right in the pot. We're not going to saute anything, just plain rice today. That's it. And then it's like 2. So if you do one of these, you're going to want to put 2 of these of water. All right. Perfect. So pot on tight, hit rice. I do it for maybe 7. It does auto, so 8 minutes. It's gonna heat up and do the rice for 8 minutes, and it will be perfect. Oh, Stephanie's here as well. So okay, everybody likes spicy. So everybody likes spicy, hopefully. We're gonna do vegetable today. So I started putting the recipes up as a title, so people can kind of see what I'm actually cooking beforehand. But we're gonna do we got broccoli. We're gonna cut up an onion. We've got a few carrots, and then I've got some of these little peppers left over. So I'm just gonna chop those up and put those in to use them up. I've got some of these. These are the Thai chilies. So if you don't like it super spicy, you can probably omit this, or maybe just put one. I'm gonna put those in there as well. And I've got some ginger. So we'll start off. This would be good. This is like an easy one. You could actually do everything kind of ahead of time. So back when I was in the kitchen working, I guess the term that we would use would be mise en preparation, but it's like mise en place, so like everything in its place. So what you could actually do ahead of time is cut all these vegetables in the morning, put them in the fridge. You can even cut them the night before, put them in the fridge, and then they're all ready, and you can just kind of take it, cook your dinner. It's going to take you like half the time if you have everything prepared ahead of time. But we'll go through. We'll show you how we cut everything up for the dinner. Oh, someone from Vancouver. Hi. Somebody new. Hi. Thanks for joining. So turn the camera down. I've washed all the vegetables. We'll give you a view here. Hopefully you can see it okay. Broccoli. We'll do the onion first. So I still have to do a video on dicing onions. I'll do that. I know people wanted to see how I dice an onion, but we're not going to dice the onion this time. We're actually going to julienne it. So I'll give a quick demo. Peel it, white onion. So what you want to do, obviously, like people hopefully know it has all the layers, right? So what you want to do to get it in julienne, cut it in half, and then you have it half that way. You don't want to cut it. You don't want to cut it the way. You don't want to cut it this way. You want to go the other way. So when you cut it through, just the way the onion's built, it's gonna all be in little strips. Okay. So we'll do that. And then that's ready to go. Okay. Broccoli, we're gonna do. Oh, Freddie's here too. Hey, Freddie. Oh yeah, I'm not crying yet. Well, you have to have kind of a sharp, right? Get a sharp knife. And if you're not cutting a bunch of onions, you're just cutting one, you're usually okay. So for broccoli, I'm just gonna use my little knife here. And I like to have little just pieces this size. For stir fry, right? Doesn't have to be huge. So you break those up. Probably have too much here for just two. Hopefully everybody's had a good day today. Hopefully everybody's hungry. I don't know what everybody's making tonight. Actually, I had three. This is going to be enough. This will be too much. I'm not going to cut this one up. What I like to do though is the stems. You can actually use these because they're nice and crunchy. But you just want to take off some of the outside. And take off the outside peel. You could also peel them if you have a peeler, but this is just easier and faster. Cut off the woody part there. And then for stir fry, you can just cut them in like thin slices as you go. For the broccoli there, so you can see just thin like slices for the stir fry. They're kind of crunchy, so that can go in your stir fry. They're also good to eat raw. They're nice and crunchy. Oh, broccoli stock for risotto. I've never heard of that one. Yeah, good idea. Carrots. You just want to take out the edges, the ends. You need a bit bigger knife for this one. And then same as the broccoli, you want to cut them on an angle. For the stir fry, like so they're like pieces like that. Okay, not too like, don't cut them too thin. You want to have them fairly good size. And then that way they don't get super soggy when you cook them. All right. So we'll have that there. I'm gonna do one more because I like carrots. And then same as like yesterday when we were talking about carrots, I just wash them. I don't bother peeling them because they're fine to have like that. Now cut the peppers. These are just kind of leftovers. I'm just gonna throw these in. If you had a bigger red pepper, you could put pieces of pepper in there. That would be good. So these are these are really good if you have a barbecue and you grill them. But I'm just gonna use them up. They're not spicy at all. They're just like little peppers. So there's that. We got ginger, and I'm gonna put a couple of cloves of garlic in there as well. So now I'm gonna give you all. I know 2 knives, Stephanie. That's 3. Actually 3. I've got a little paring knife here, so I'm gonna use this in a second. But before I cut the garlic up, I'll give you a tip on how to. This is ginger, fresh ginger. I'll give you a tip on how to peel ginger without wasting it. And it's really nothing fancy. You just need a spoon. And if you get a spoon, it actually just kind of peels it right off like that. And it just takes the skin off. So you're not wasting any, it just brings the peel off. So that obviously you're not going to use, and then it leaves you the ginger nice and peeled. If you were to do it with like a peeler or a paring knife, you'd waste a lot of it. So that's a good way to get your peel ginger. We're gonna do this one as well. Sometimes there's like a little bit on the end you got to knock off. For the ginger, we'll do the same as like the onion. We'll julienne it, so little strips, like julienne little strips. So what you want to do is cut it into little strips, like so. And then cut it the other way. If you don't like ginger, you can leave this out. Some people don't really like ginger, but it's good. It's good for you too. So when after it's cut, there's like just little strips are in there. So we'll put that in. We'll put that in at the end with the stir fry. So we'll kind of keep that on the side, okay? Garlic, again, doesn't have to be chopped that much. But what we'll do is just take a couple of cloves. And for the stir fry, we'll just slice it so it's like little slices. So we're gonna saute all this off with the onions and stuff, so it'll cook. So just like so, okay? Put that in with the onions on the side. And then you want to do the last thing you want to do to cut up is the chilies. And oh, thanks, Jamie. Super yum. Huge ginger. Never have to cook with ginger. Yeah, ginger's fun to cook. So the chilies. You want to cook these. You want to do these last because the cutting board's going to be, well, you want to get it kind of done and not try and touch it as much as possible because they're hot. And if you go and touch your your face or anything like that afterwards before you wash your hands, you're gonna pay for it. So this is a good way to actually remind you to wash your hands. So we'll leave that there on the side. You don't want to touch these really with your fingers because if they get on there, it's going to burn if you touch your eyes or anything like that. So we're going to wash my hands so I don't do anything crazy. Touch my face because it's going to burn when you get it in your eyes. So ginger. So yeah. Good question, Jamie. Is it strong when fresh? Yeah, definitely. Like any kind of just like anything. Like fresh garlic is stronger than like dried garlic powder. Same with if you're doing like herbs and stuff like that. Every time something's dried or not fresh, it's never as potent. Um, so you want to kind of if you can get fresh stuff, you always want to use fresh whenever you can. Sometimes the only thing I kind of use a lot, maybe more dried stuff, would be some of the spices, because if you're buying, it depends where you live, but if you're buying fresh spices and stuff all the time, like basil or oregano, like that kind of stuff, it just doesn't last as long, right? So you can have some in the fridge or on the counter, like a fresh basil plant or something, but I'm just laughing at Stephanie. Yeah, you don't want to touch your girl or boy parts after chopping a Thai pepper. That's for sure. Make sure you wash your hands. This doesn't say it's fresh. Anyways, back to that. It's so you want to. I mean, if spices is kind of really the only thing you can kind of use dry that's decent. If you can use fresh, that's great, but it's just not always available. But ginger seems to be always pretty much around. Never really have a hard time finding it fresh. It's also good, like if you do. I make even like ginger. Jason will make it like ginger tea. Just put some fresh ginger with hot water. It's good if you have a cold or like sore throat or anything like that. So, but good question though. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm missing a lot of these. I have to kind of go back. Christine's here. Extra fresh spices, put them in Ziploc bags, freeze them. Awesome for fresh. Yeah, you could do that. So if you have a little garden or something, I think we've got a big patio here now in our new place. So we'll probably maybe grow some fresh herbs this summer. I think Jason's going to get out there in the garden once the weather gets nicer to grow some fresh things, some easy ones to grow. Like basil will grow. Parsley will be grows like a weed. You can grow mint. Oregano, rosemary, all sorts of stuff. So rosemary is really good when it's fresh. Definitely better than buying like a dried rosemary. Just check so the pot is heated up. So 6 minutes left for the rice, and then we'll take it out and then we'll do the stir fry after that. So Jamie, it's different. Like different countries, obviously. Like here we have so much prepackaged stuff, and for myself, for us, the last 6 months we've been really not eating like pre-done stuff, hence the reason for starting to kind of cook more at home. Like there's a lot of prepackaged food available in Canada that it's not good for you, lots of just not. It's always better to cook fresh. I guess that's what I kind of learned when I worked in a hotel, is just if you can make it fresh or make it yourself. And if you make extra stuff or something, freeze it, keep it like that. It's definitely better than buying anything that's frozen or prepackaged, right? And Jamie, it's the sodium. That's the big thing, right? If you start looking at your labels, it's insane the amount of obviously for our diets we're on, we have to eliminate sodium, but it's insane what is in prepackaged things. And also you have to really be careful with sauces and stuff. But if you read the actual bottle, and even a lot of times if you're looking at stuff and it says low sodium, it still has a ton, and it's like half the sodium. But if you look at say for example a can of soup that's made and compared to the soup that's low sodium, it's like half, but it's still way too much. So you have to be careful with that. It's always better to make it fresh. Susan asked, storing ginger. So I just leave it on the cool, as long as it's dry somewhere, like not like cool and dry, so it's just like on the counter. I have like my little like platter on the counter. I got like onion and a lemon, my garlic and ginger there. So it's fine on the counter if you're going to use it up. And mint, Stephanie, that's right. If you put mint in your garden, you definitely want to have it in a pot, because it will literally take over. Even if you have mint with something else in a pot, you don't want to have it with other stuff. You always want it in its own pot. It grows like faster than weeds. It's crazy. We had mint one time in a patio, not the garden, but in a pot, and it was just like, could have made mojitos for like an army. there was so much mint. You can't even use it. It's crazy how fast mint grows. So if you do grow it, put it in a small pot, and you'll have enough mint. Oh, yeah, my platter. That's my mom's platter. So, speaking of moms, I hope my mom will watch this probably. I don't know if she watched it live, but she watched it yesterday. And yesterday we were talking about our least favorite dinners at home that our parents used to cook, and also like our favorite one. And the first message I had last night after my mom watched it was, I never knew that you didn't like pork chops and mushroom soup. So I kind of got in trouble for that. She didn't realize it. So it's kind of funny. That's the first message I had on Facebook. So if everybody's here, we've got quite a few people here today. That's kind of cool. I don't think my mom knows how to log into YouTube. I'm not sure. She watches it, but I don't know if she knows how to log in and chat or not. But what's everybody else having? While we're waiting for a couple minutes here for the rice, and we'll do the next step. What's everybody making for dinner tonight? No, she didn't really scold me. She just didn't realize I didn't like it. Oh, Maggie's watching. Hi, Maggie. We've got regular people. That's great. But she didn't scold me. She's probably gonna make it for me next time I see her, just out of spite. Oh, nachos would be good. Lemon chicken roast. There you go, Melly. Yeah, that's good. Brownie points for that. That's too funny. I had the lemon. We had that last night, obviously, and then I had it for we had it for lunch. Just the leftovers. Had it cold actually, but it was still good. Salad with sausages. That sounds good. What kind of sausage? Like chorizo sausage or? And Dave's cooking. What's Dave cooking, Freddie? Scrambled cheesy eggs with ham. That sounds really good. Like breakfast for dinner. Excuse me, I wash my hands. Breakfast for dinner is good. What's good for dinner? Sometimes pancakes. I always remember when my mom, like as a kid, every time my dad if my mom was away or out of town, we would like always have breakfast for dinner. My dad would make like pancakes or something like that for dinner. Brinner. Yeah, I guess that's it. Oh, my leg's having thing. Oh, see, ready. There we go. So it's ready. So the key on here is cancel it right away, and we take the let the steam out as fast as possible for the timing. So we'll let that empty, and then what I'm going to do, we're going to use the same. I'm going to wash the pot quickly. I'm just going to put the rice into a bowl and cover it up. It'll stay hot. It'll stay hot enough till the stir fry is done, and then we'll make the stir fry. So this has to go. Just empty the rice. And the best part, if you get the rice out like pretty quick, it actually won't like stick too much to the bottom. So we just have to give it a quick rinse to get the rice bits out. So just a quick rinse, clean off the rice. And then what we want to do is push the saute button. Ice cream for dinner. Who's having ice cream? Stephanie's having, how come there pancakes, waffles, bread? See, we're talking about breakfast. We should do a breakfast show. I'm not for breakfast, I'm just like mostly just have like some toast, peanut butter with a banana, some coffee, and maybe if you get adventurous, make oatmeal, but that's it. Don't go crazy. But ice cream for breakfast, why not? No one's going to judge you. Might as well have it. So Diane's having garlic shrimp with rice and veggies. That sounds really good, actually. I don't have any shrimp in the freezer. I should have got some shrimp maybe next time. I'll go to the store. So Leave it on saute, let it heat up for a bit here. And then we're gonna do the vegetables. So I'll just let it go for a second to heat up back again. That garlic shrimp sounds really good, Diane. And Stella's ice cream is delicious. Yeah, of course it is. I like just for ice cream. I like just plain vanilla. I'm weird. For desserts, I'm not like a big dessert person really. Like I'm not a chocolate person. So for desserts, I kind of like just like more plain stuff. So I like if I was to have ice cream, I would just have plain vanilla ice cream. But for like desserts and stuff, like cheesecake, maybe creme caramel, like rice pudding. I like those kind of desserts, like creamy, custardy kind of things, not chocolatey desserts. But so ice cream, I don't know what's Stella, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream? Avocado toast is good too. Yeah. Yeah. Avocados. Yeah. I like avocado. I don't like too much of it though. And you get avocado here. It's not the same as like avocado when you're in Mexico. Traveling, they make the guacamole that is so good. You just can't make it the same in here. I don't know. I think because the avocados we get here aren't ripe when they come up. You just need to get better ones. Susan's having salmon salad with yogurt. Oh, sorry, salmon salad with yogurt and dill dressing that she made. That's awesome that you made it from scratch. Baby potatoes and steamed asparagus. That sounds good. I like asparagus. That sounds really good, actually. What are you putting on the potatoes, Susan? Oh, nada. It's five. I'm in Alberta, so it's 5:26. So it's dinner time. That's why I'm cooking dinner. So it's a bit early for people on the West Coast. It's a bit late for people on the East Coast. But hey, I gotta eat. So gotta eat. And nothing is as good as Mexico. I know the guacamole in Mexico is good. The salsa is good there. The quesadillas are good there. Everything's good there. Fresh dill would be good. Yeah, that would be good on potatoes. So maybe some butter, unsalted butter would be good on there. Tossed on. Could I eat later? No. It's always at 5. It's a stretch at 5. We're old like an old man here, and we want to eat early so we can watch Netflix. So let's heat it up. This is gonna be enough. Let's cook this. A little bit of oil, olive oil. And I did forget to cover the rice, but that's okay. Cover that with a bit. So rice is kind of ready. That's the rice, just waiting. So a little bit of oil in there. The first thing you want to put in, we're going to put in the onions first, okay? So we want to saute those a little bit. Just put them in a little bit, get them to kind of saute. And we do want to put in, because you want to kind of cook the stuff first. That's going to take a little bit longer to cook, obviously, in kind of an order that way. So put the ginger in as well, because it's got to kind of break down a little bit. So let it go for a second and have a snack. Don't be afraid to eat your food as you're making it. Margaret, what kind of pot? Oh, that's my mouth is full of carrot. Instant pot. Does everything. Does rice. You can saute with it. You can make stew in it. You can make like casseroles. I think Stephanie, who's watching here, she got us onto this, and it's crazy that the amount of stuff you can do. You can make like desserts, and we haven't touched the tip of the iceberg with the pot. We mostly just like make rice, and we'll do saute. We can, what's good for it is if you make hard-boiled eggs, you put a little bit of steam, a little bit of water on the bottom. It's perfect for hard-boiled eggs because it comes out like 6 minutes and they're done. Those are sauteing. Carrots next, okay? And also also the broccoli stalks I put in there at the same time as the carrots. And oh, Freddie asked, I think no peanut oil. No, I just have olive oil, so just use that all the time, kind of for everything. To saute. So we'll saute that. It's going. It's cooking. Let it do its thing. Yes, you can make yogurt in there. I've never made yogurt in the Instant Pot though, but it's pretty handy. The best part is cleaning it up. It's like one pot. It's so simple. So I'm gonna put in the hot peppers and all the seeds as well. But we do like it really spicy, so I always add a little bit of like chili flakes as well. Almost ready to put the rest of the stuff in, okay? And it won't be long now. Where's Jason? He's in the other room. He doesn't want to come on today. He's taking it easy, having a rest. He'll come out when it's time for dinner. Yeah, Dean, yeah. Always put the seeds in. We like stuff really really spicy. The Instant Pot does come in different sizes. This was like the middle size one, I think. You're better off buying like the bigger ones. Kind of, we thought you do more stuff. It just gives you some more room to cook. So for like stir fries, it's kind of nice to have a bigger pot. And then the broccoli, like the vegetables are gonna cook pretty good. They like to leave them still crispy because it's a stir fry. But the broccoli needs a bit of like liquid to kind of like almost steam it, right? To kind of get it cooked. We're not gonna do any sauce or anything in it like teriyaki. We just keep it fairly plain with the like ginger, garlic. I'm gonna add some honey at the end for a little bit of the sauce, but I'm gonna put just a touch of water in. You could do, I mean, if you have a sauce like teriyaki, stuff like that. Obviously, we're avoiding the salt, so we just use a bit of water and have lots of spice in there, so we kind of like that. And then I just like to close the lid. I don't seal it all the way, just to cover it so the steam can come up. Let it cook for like a minute, and it's going to be ready to go. So I'm going to clear everything off, and then we'll put it in bowls. I have my tea tonight. Rice cooker, yeah, rice, like the slow cookers take a lot longer to cook. So the Instant Pot is so fast. That's the best part. And crock pot, but Instant Pot's better than crock pot. You can just do way more stuff, and it can work as a crock pot too. You can actually have it on low. So if you make something in it, like chili or something like that, you can just turn it on low and let it sit and simmer, easy. But it's good because if you're making chili, you can actually saute the. If you're making with beef, you can saute it right in the same pot, and then turn it off, and then turn it on to simmer, and you don't have to worry about, because the slow cookers won't cook the ground beef. That's why it's called Insta. Yeah. Whoever invented these is making a fortune. They were popular. They're still popular. So everybody's gonna have an Instant Pot. I should just turn this into an Instant Pot channel. There's so many recipes for Instant Pot. Like literally, if you make something, like if you have something that you want to eat, and you go Google it, like I want to make Instant Pot chili, and there's a gazillion recipes, or Instant Pot, like basically anything you can do in an Instant Pot. All right. So almost ready. I'll put the honey in. A little bit of honey at the end, a little sweetness. It's basically ready. So this was a pretty pretty short one. So there we go. From start to finish, it's like we've been going for 35 minutes here. So dinner in half an hour. We could be eating right now, but we were chatting. So it could actually be done probably faster if we weren't yapping. So there's a quick dinner. Super easy. If you want some of the ways to finish this too, which is really good. If you want to put it at the end, throw some. If you like any kind of nuts, like cashews is good in there with chili. You could put some of those on the end or on top after. You could do peanuts. Peanuts is always really good with chilies. Put some of those on top. If you have like some, I forget who mentioned prawns, but if you have some grilled, you could do a barbecue with. If you want, we're just having vegetarian tonight, but you could do grilled prawns on the barbecue or sautéed on the stove, or even just you could have thrown the prawns in with the onions at the beginning. Have it that way. If you, for example, I was thinking, but I ate it for lunch. I was going to put some of that chicken that I had left over. Could just chop it up, put it in at the end. Super easy. So it's pretty much ready. I'm going to turn it off. Let it sit for a second, then we'll clear it up. So ask your last. If anybody has any last questions, let me know because I'm going to put everything in a bowl and I'm going to eat. Ask for dinner tomorrow. No. Christine, I haven't figured that out yet. I will do though. It does smell good. What I will do after the show, what I like to do, I eat dinner, and then what I'll do is I will post the live stream for tomorrow's dinner, and that's when I kind of figure out what I'm going to do. And I've started putting off a little bit of description of kind of what we'll be doing with the ingredient list. So if it's something that you maybe wanted to follow along, you can kind of see it for the day before. It really just depends on what's left in the fridge and what we're going to make. So. We'll see what shows up. I haven't thought of that tomorrow. Maybe some pasta. Got lots of pasta, so maybe just do like a simple pasta dish with something. How's that sound? Chicken, maybe some chicken. I got some chicken in the freezer to take out, but we'll see. Something with beans. Yeah, we could do beans. Yeah, we also have the arborio rice to do risotto, Susan. I haven't forgot about that. But let's maybe do pasta. So if you guys want pasta, hit the thumbs up button. That's a good one. So I'm going to plate this up. So a couple of bowls. And the rice. If you had a separate rice cooker, you could put the rice on earlier. I don't know. I just like to do it all in the same pot. It just makes things easier and less to kind of scrub. I've almost mastered the amount of rice that to make. This is again Basmati rice, but you could use, if you just have regular white rice, it's fine. Whatever rice you like. You might even want like the whole grain ones. If you have something like that, this doesn't matter. So, as you can see, we like our veggies for dinner. And there's enough kind of liquid in there. What I'll do is put as the sauce, I just kind of drizzle that over top. So that's good. You don't have to have like a heavy sauce, just a light stir fry. And there's enough left over for the morning. So a little bit of rice left over, we can use that. So that is, eat a piece of that. There we go. Spicy stir fry. Veggie. Oh, I just had a bite and it's actually quite spicy. So got a pepper. That's pretty spicy. So hopefully you like that. My head, look, I'm going red. I must have had a piece. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate the. Stephanie, I poured the stuff from the pot on top. Thanks for joining me. Again, it always helps my channel. If you haven't, I think everybody here subscribed because they're commenting. I can see their names and stuff. So for anybody that was new, we had a couple of new people I saw. I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Everybody else that is joining me each night, it's kind of fun. I kind of look forward to this at the end of the day to hopefully you aren't getting bored of me yammering on and cooking, maybe learning a few things, hopefully. So I appreciate it. Yeah. Everybody stay safe out there. Like we always kind of say now, Jason, he hasn't screamed it yet, but make sure you wash your hands and have a great dinner. And again, thanks for liking the video. Thanks for subscribing, and be safe, everybody. And have a great rest of the evening. Enjoy your dinners, okay? And make sure you send me, again, any pictures on Facebook, stuff like that, of what you make. I like to see it. Thanks a lot. All right, that's it. Bye-bye.